Grandma, it's foggy, it's rainy. What
It
are you
is.
cooking up for today?
Y'all, I guess it's casserole week. You got it on the wrong side, baby.
Well, I'm looking at you, darling.
Oh, okay. All right. Maybe I'm backwards.
You
I don't,
are. It's been that way a long time, darling.
a
You
long
just
time.
released,
And the
realized
older I
it.
get, the more backward I get.
Mhm. Yeah.
I guess it's casserole week because this is the third one we've done this week. And, but maybe tomorrow I'll do something different. And we're doing something different today. We are doing a ham, apple, and cabbage casserole. Never had one, but we're gonna see how it turns out. We love ham, we love cabbage, we love apples and onions. So, what'd you do?
I got some dark leaves out of your cabbage.
Oh, okay, all right. I've got some cabbage cut up here, and I'm just cutting it. I'm just chopping it small, like in bite-sized pieces. And I'm going to cook this cabbage in my skillet behind me for just a little bit, just kind of to wilt it a little bit because I don't want to make a big casserole. And if I were to put it in my dish like this, it would I would have to use a bigger dish than what I want to make. So I'm just gonna wilt mine a little bit. And I got my butter on. I got a half a stick of butter in the skillet behind me. Those dark leaves came from, I had part of a cabbage, and you know, I don't care how you wrap it, if you cut your cabbage and then put it in the refrigerator for a couple of days, you're going to have, it's going to turn dark where the air gets to it, and I guess it oxidizes. I guess that's the right word. But anyway, so this is about the equivalent of a medium head of cabbage, because it's two parts. It's parts of two cabbage is what it is. So this is it's not a low carb dish, but I'm making it gluten free. I'm making it as low carb and gluten, and it is going to be gluten free. So all right, let me get this. And like I say, you can double this recipe if you want to, if you've got a big crowd coming. And this is everything is in one dish here. This will be a meal. So, all right, I've got my butter melted behind me, and I'm just going to put my cabbage in here and just wilt it down. Now, while this will go to our rabbits. Y'all know that. All right, let me get the rest of this. Now, we are going to put onions, and the way I'm going to do one onion. So I just cut it in half. I've peeled it, and I'm just cutting it in strips like this. I'm not going to chop it because I want it. I'm going to kind of layer it in my casserole dish. Okay. I've already got my ham chopped. That's for my ham I cooked the other day. And that's what was left. And I was trying to figure out how to use it. And so I said, well, we'll just put it in my cabbage casserole, because I know it will be delicious. All right. We're going to put that to the side. That's my onion. Now, I've got 2 apples. I may put 3 in it. So I'm just going, and I've washed them. I'm leaving the peeling on them. Okay. You can peel yours if you like, but I'm just leaving the peeling on mine. And I'll just put these will go to the rabbits too. Y'all know Roy has rabbits, so, and all of the things that they can eat go to them. All right. I'll cut this one in half. I think I'm probably going to get another one. All right. Now I'm just going to slice this one, slice this because I'm going to layer it too. I'm going to put my cabbage on the bottom, then my ham, then my apples, and then I've got a mixture that I'm going to put on top of it. It's got cream of chicken soup, but it's my gluten-free cream of chicken soup, and I have a recipe for that on my channel. All right. So let me kind of stir my cabbage. Like I say, I just want to wilt them a little bit. All right, now I'm just going to slice my apples in slices like this. I do it better with my hands than I can like that. Okay, just in thin slices because I'm going to layer these over my cabbage. Okay. Roy's been outside. It rained. Oh, it rained last night, and he got a little wet. He had to go down in the field for a little bit. He got wet, didn't you, baby?
Yep. We got 4 inches yesterday.
Good gracious. It didn't start till late yesterday afternoon, but man, it rained. Gracious, it rained. But I love to sleep when it's raining. I wake up and hear it raining. I love that.
I love to sleep anytime.
Yeah, I do too. Okay, I think I made just 2 apples, maybe just right. All right. And another reason I'm wanting to cook my cabbage just a little bit is I'm wanting to get some of the water out of it. I don't want my casserole to be watery. I looked up several recipes, and only one of them put raw cabbage in. The rest of them kind of cook their cabbage a little bit. And the reason for that, I think, is to get some of this water out of the cabbage. My oven just came up to temp because there's a lot of water in cabbage. So, all right. Well, I'll go ahead and make all this goes in raw. Okay. Now I'm going to make my filling or what I'm going to put over my casserole. We've got cheese back here. This is my homemade cream of chicken soup. Looking for my whisk. I'm going to put 1 egg in this kind of as a binder. I'm going to mix that up good. Okay. I may put 2 eggs. I'm not sure. I'll see what it looks like. Now this is a cup of mayo. I'm going to start off with a 1/2 cup. I got out a cup just in case. I thought I might need it. The only thing in this that's going to have carbs, well, your apple, but Roy and I, on our low carb, low diet, we eat apples. We eat lots of fruit. But the only other thing that would have it is your cream of chicken soup. It's gluten-free, but it does have some cornstarch in it. So if you're really low carb, then just leave out the cream of chicken soup. Substitute it for probably, I don't know, another egg, heavy cream, something like that. You know what you're used to using if you're really, really low carb. So, okay. All right. This is on. I'm going to let this cook about probably 10 more minutes until it wilts down a little bit more. We'll be back. Am I on? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I have wilted my cabbage down. Now, I didn't cook it all the way. I just wilted it. And I put salt, pepper, and a little garlic powder in it. I may have to give it I had to change my dish because I didn't think it was big enough. But this cabbage is going to cook down some, so it'll be all right. All right. Now, we're just going to kind of layer this. I'm going to do cabbage. And I think I'm going to do my ham on top of my cabbage. I think I'm going to stir my ham up in my cabbage. I think now you wouldn't have to use that much ham, but this needs using, and so this is just a good way for me to use it this morning. That's probably 2.5 cups of ham. All right. I want that ham flavor to get all through it. That's the reason I'm stirring it up in it. All right. Now,
are you going to put stevia and cinnamon on your apples?
No.
You're not?
No,
okay.
Because I don't want them really sweet. Yep. All right. Now, I'm trying to wonder if I want to saute those onions just a little bit. No, I'm just going to put them in raw. But now, if you want yours sauteed, then that's fine. It's going to cook about probably 35 or 40 minutes, so my onions will get done. All right? So I'm layering my onion. That way, all that onion flavor is going to go down through the casserole. Now, I'm going to put my apples on top of this, and I'm just going to layer them. This looks delicious, y'all.
Looks good and sounds good to me.
We'll see, won't we?
We will see. We'll be eating for a week if we don't like it.
I'm telling you.
Mike and the neighbors don't help us, we'll be stuck.
Ooh, that was a good apple.
Hey, don't be eating apples now.
That was a delicious apple. All right, now. Oh shoot! I forgot my mushroom. I'm not gonna put my mushrooms. I don't want to put mushrooms in this one.
Okay.
Just doesn't seem like it would go. All right, now.
Well, you're prejudiced against mushrooms anyway.
I am.
A little bit.
All right.
She eats them. She just doesn't really like them. I like them.
I'm not fond of them. Okay. I want enough but I don't want too much. Oh well. I'll just go ahead and put it all in there. All right. Now I'm going to take my spatula and get it down in there. Now, if you notice, I didn't put cheese in it, but I'm going to top it with cheese. You can put cheese in yours if you want to. Okay. All right. Now, I've got 3 different kinds of cheese here. I got pepper jack, I got mozzarella, and I had just a little bit of Italian cheese in the refrigerator. So I'm going to, because I needed to use that, I'm going to go ahead and use all of that. And it really does not have an Italian flavor. It's just got Italian blend cheeses in it. Okay. And I'm not going to overdo the cheese.
Let some of your apples shine through for color.
But I did want enough that it makes a pretty topping. Okay.
Which means about 3 times the normal amount of cheese that a woman would put on.
Not really. This is a big casserole though, honey. So, all right. This is our ham, cabbage, and apple casserole. So, after about 35 or 40 minutes, we're going to see what it tastes like. Well, I am using a good bit of that cheese, aren't I? You're right.
Well,
that apple looks good.
You did leave the plate.
Huh?
You did leave the plate.
That apple looks good.
Does look good.
All right. Okay. I'm fixing to quit playing and I'm going to put this in the oven. So we'll see y'all back as soon as it gets ready. All right, y'all. You ready to try it? This is hot, hot, hot. Look, oh, it's a
I'm
beautiful,
ready to try it.
beautiful
Let me tell you,
casserole.
that looks
Now, the
good.
last 10 minutes, I loosely covered it with foil because I didn't want my cheese to get too dark. Now, in this, you can use any kind of cheese you want. I just wanted white cheese in mine, but it's up to you. You can use whatever cheese you want. Now, proof's in the pudding, so the proof's in the tasting. All right. We're going to see how this tastes.
Well, it's still
Woo.
hot, I can tell you that.
It is extremely hot.
It's beautiful,
Extremely hot.
Yeah.
But
before you call me in out of the wet garden,
wow,
you're supposed to get it cooled down.
All right, y'all.
She doesn't worry about how much time I waste.
That was cheese. There you go, baby.
Well, we know what cheese tastes like. What we want to know.
Well, I'm going to taste some of the juice. It's got a good bit of juice in it. So next time I'll cook my cabbage a little bit longer, pull a little bit more of that juice out.
I don't know if you want to change anything.
Oh, good grief.
That's delicious.
Man, but now, the juice is going to, as it cools off a little bit, it won't have quite so much juice in it.
Those apples are al dente. Is that what you call it? Al dente?
Al dente.
That is wonderful. They didn't cook.
He's all the time using words he don't know how to pronounce.
I know what garden. I know about that.
Let me taste.
Sugar, that apple is just really a kicker. You're going to love that apple. We've never put apple
in a casserole
before. You'll love that.
They're still got just a little bit of bite to them. Just a little bit of, wow. Let me get a piece of ham.
That's really delicious. You might not think just cabbage and ham casserole.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
When you get the apple.
Now, let me recommend that you don't eat it with a spoon because there's good juice in there. But she always gives me a fork. With a fork, because she always gives me a fork.
I eat with a fork.
So she thinks naturally I'm supposed to eat with a fork.
Y'all, that is so good. But it does have a good bit of juice in it.
Wow.
So I might would add another egg, and I might would cook my cabbage just a little bit longer, draw a little bit more of that liquid out. But the liquid doesn't bother me. Hey.
Let me tell you something. You can add this to your regular rotation of recipes. It's that good.
See that juice? Y'all.
Another apple on top.
Yeah, I'd put one more apple in it. We haven't had lunch, so we're about to eat. Food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. This is delicious. Now, for you that are really low carb, I saw instead of the cream of chicken soup, I read one that had petite diced tomatoes in it. So that's just up to you. We love y'all and hope maybe I won't be doing a casserole tomorrow. So, but we'll see y'all next time.